Welcome to the Weird Girls Club with Neve
and Amy.
Now grab a cuppa
Or something stronger.
and let's get into it.
We're back for another episode of the Weird Girls Club podcast.
So,
Today we're very
it's
serious.
D-Day.
Very serious. We have a lot to talk about. A lot.
A lot. Not that much.
None.
We decided we're going to do some Would You Rathers.
Yes, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been too long. I actually can't remember the last time we done Would You Rathers.
No.
But so yeah, if you are listening, grab a drink, get comfy,
Sit down, relax.
sit down. Hope you're nice and warm because it's absolutely freezing here today in Toronto. But yeah, get cozy, comfy, and let us know what would you pick. So comment down below on any of them that stand out to you. And sorry if some of them are repeated because we can't remember. We've done many in the past, but sure, we could have a different answer than what we had last time. We've grown as people.
Quick thing to mention, don't worry. Do you know why before when we did these and at the start of the podcast, I used to always mention the year 3000. Did you see that TikTok I sent you today?
No, what one? You sent me about 1,000 TikToks over the last few days.
I sent it to you and I was like, oh my god. It was like this girl and wrote on it was like, kids born today are, or when you realise kids born today are going to live to the year 3000, and the song was playing and I was like, oh my god, that's so depressing.
Well, no, they won't.
But they won't.
I was like a bit.
But the TikTok went viral and I sent you straight away without thinking about it. And then I was thinking about it and I was like, oh my god, no, they won't. But Kevin Jonas duetted with it and was like, no. And like imagine Kevin Jonas, like a Jonas brother, actually like duetting TikTok. But the TikTok went viral and then people were like, no, they won't.
Imagine a Jonas brother.
They live to
any
like
Jonas brother duet in your video.
They won't even live to the year 2300. I don't know where
Amy,
the
they
fuck she got that
won't
from.
probably even live to the year 2150.
That was so specific, but yeah.
Because they might live to the year 2100.
Yeah.
But they definitely will not live to 2150.
Yeah, it was weird, but that just popped into my head there when we were talking about this. Yeah.
Oh my god, we won't. What? When will we die?
Oh, I'll give myself
like 2040.
We'll be looking
what?
40?
It's already 2021 and I'm.
You're nearly 50. You'll be nearly 50 then.
When?
In 2040.
What actually year will I be? What age will I be in 2040? If I'm
26 now.
Yeah.
So.
Why are we using our brains?
So in around 20 years, you'll be 46. So it'll be the year 2041. You'll be 45. In the year 2040.
No.
Yeah, I'll be 42. Wow. Cool.
No.
Are you Googling what year I'll be instead of using your calculator?
Yeah.
I just told you.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, 10 minutes after I tell you the answer, you'll be 45.
Hold on.
Just have to double check here. The mathematics on that one.
Stop, don't start talking like the Grinch.
Years later. I'll be 45.
If anyone's watching the video, I just went to do the Grinch. I did this. Look what
I saw.
How did I be? I'd be 104 and 12 months.
In the year 2040?
No, 2100.
Oh, 21. You'd be 112.
104 and 12 months.
Oh, okay. I'm definitely not making it to 100.
I'll be 45 in 2030. Kill me.
That's only 9 years away. That's less than a decade.
Like, just to let you know, I can't be friends with you when I turn 40 and you're still in your 20s.
Yeah, because I'll only be mid-20s.
Yeah, so like we can't be friends. So just enjoy these last few years. Okay.
Your fiance is 40 like next year.
That's different though, because I'm the younger one.
How does it feel to be in a relationship with someone in their 40s?
Do you know? He's not 40, he's only 28. I was going to say, I'm the dinky in the city. You know, the bit in Friends. He's like, I hear Richard has a dinky in the city. And Monica's like, oh my god, the dinky is me.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm quoting Friends a lot today.
Yeah, actually are. Rest in peace, Gunther.
Yeah. R.I.P. Gunter. R.I.P. to the Gunter you used to be.
His days are oh. I'm sitting here with my coffee cup and joking.
Oh my god, that was. But you know what? You actually couldn't predict the next line. That's why you laughed. Because you realised what the line was.
Yeah, but that's the line from the song. I was just singing the song.
That's
You're the one
so
that put Gunter's name in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Paying respect, but you went there. I stopped.
I was just finishing what you started.
No, I stopped at a certain point. You went into the fucking verse or the chorus.
Do you know she's Albanian?
Who?
Riora.
Do you know what? There was a big controversy about her about a year ago, 2 years ago, that she was blackfishing.
Yeah.
Because I thought she was black.
A lot of people do, and there's an interview with her on, do you know the Breakfast Club with like Charlemagne? She's on that, and he's like, I just recently found out you're Albanian or something like that. So she goes, yeah, a lot of people think I'm black. And he goes, yeah, he goes, like a lot of people, he's like, I even thought, she goes, yeah, he goes, and she goes, I don't mind it works to me advantage. Because she has like people from the black community like supporting her because they think she's black, like, and she makes like that type of music, like pop and R&B kind of songs like that. Yeah, so nobody ever called out for it, and then when it came out she was Albanian, they were like, actually. But yeah, and Jesy Nelson recently got done for that as well.
I was just about to say before we get...
She didn't get done for it, but she got called out for it.
I was just about to say before we actually jump into Would You Rathers, let's talk about that bit of tea with even Nicki Minaj calling Leanne, I want to say Leanne Edwards?
Yeah.
Leanne Pinnock, isn't it?
Yeah.
Leanne Pinnock from Little Mix out on their live show, and Jesy Nelson just sitting there kind of like laughing. What are your thoughts? She really thinks
she's Zayn, doesn't she? It's like turned into whole thing. It's just weird.
Jesy Nelson in this situation, that is the most hypocritical move you could. You done a documentary about being bullied. Yeah. And criticised for how you look, right? I actually have 2 points on this, right? She's a hypocrite, in my opinion. That is a hypocrite move. She lets someone who is world famous, like it's Nicki Minaj, sit there on a live stream and bash an ex-bandmate,
best friend,
to then like obviously all Jesy Nelson fans and Nicki Minaj fans are gonna go and defend them two and like message and give abuse to Leanne. And then I have another, because apparently this issue came up because Leanne actually told Jesy Nelson on multiple occasions, you're coming across as you're blackfishing, like I'm letting you know you're blackfishing. Which, the way she goes on now that she's left the band, you can see why. And Leanne is a black woman. She can point out to someone like, I don't feel comfortable, you are blackfishing.
You're doing it, like, because a lot of it, like what Leanne was getting scrutiny for, like say if she was wearing her hair type of way or whatever, is then Jesy was getting praised for, and she was like a white woman just like doing the same thing. But yeah,
another point I haven't seen anyone talk about, or maybe it's just me, but in that documentary with Jesy, she talked about like body image and trying to like starving herself to lose weight, and the documentary was kind of like, oh, like I want people to like be comfortable in their own bodies and we're not all cookie cutter, blah blah blah. Have you watched her new music video?
Yeah.
Do you see anyone plus size, mid-sized in that video?
No.
So she fed into what she done the documentary about to be against.
Yeah, this is what I don't get with it's a whole other like whole celebrity thing. People who were used to be the fat celebrity, like the fat bandmate, the fat sister, in regards to say Khloe Kardashian or whoever it is, when they transform and they get their new lease of life, their new confidence, their new everything, they look amazing. You can't take that away from them. It's only then they become this advocate of self-love and the image, because if they were still the way they were, they wouldn't feel that way. So sometimes I just think it's like not almost a money racket, because you have to do certain type of things to make money off it, but it's like a brand image. I mean, they're only supporting people who are bigger than or on the curvier size, because they're no longer that, so they don't have to actually struggle with that. They're now the pretty skinny one.
And then you have
that's it.
Then you have Lizzo, who literally like has people in our videos purposely like plus size women.
Yeah.
Purposely, because she's probably the only person I can think of that comes to my mind right now. Like, no, you can call me out and like be like, no, like this person is. I'm just saying, like, this is the person that has come to my mind right now. She hasn't ever, like, and she talks about it. She has a TikTok where she's there and fucking eats, like.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like a lot of people are like, oh, she shouldn't be eating like that, like, with her weight. She can do the fuck what she wants, like. But I'm just saying, the whole Jesy Nelson thing, it was like, whoever's managing her, you couldn't paint a more hypocritical picture.
Yeah.
If
it's not doing good for her.
Tried. But yeah, your song got good because was it all a publicity stunt? Did you need to kind of have some drama with another celebrity? Because put it this way, Nicki Minaj is mint at beef, like.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
I don't ever think a white person like me should be saying beef ever again. Like, oh my god.
I saw, like, Twitter was on a mad one. I was on Twitter all day when that video came out. It was like the funniest thing ever, which was right. I was like, oh, then there was some people like, oh, like, she made documentary with people bully her or whatever. But people were saying like that she was like talking about bad boys, and she had like a lot of people who are like mixed race or like black in our video and talking about bad boys and hood boys, and it's like she's totally stereotyping, for one, and then two, when you look at who our exes, I can't even say it with a straight face, like fucking Chris Hughes from Love Island. She's like, oh, I love a bad boy, he fucking plays polo and is into bleeding horses. Like, he's like one of the poshest people ever. Yeah, and he's supposed to be one of the nicest guys ever. No, he is meant to be lovely, and like, don't get me wrong, he's good looking, but like with the whole thing where our video was like, she's always got like, did you see she put up a whole post after this and there was like screenshots? I don't know who she was texting. She's like, hear me out, I might be mad, but like, oh, I've always been into, I want to make a song about how I've always been into bad boys and always gone for bad boys. And I was like, you dated Chris Hughes off Love Island? He's not going around on the back of a Harley Davidson, like what? And then there was another person, I don't know who he was, but our other ex before him, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ. But there were so many people that didn't know that she was white. That was another big thing that was actually like happening. Is like people were like, wait, what? She's actually white, and that's why I think it like escalated so much. It's so touchy because like there's so many things like that people are like, oh, that's blackfish and blackfish. Yeah. And then some people like, no, that's not blackfish, and like that's just an outfit. That's just like a hairstyle. But it's like, I think it's the way you kind of carry yourself as well, and like when you are approached like about blackfish, and like it's how you handle it. Yeah. And I think she just didn't do herself like any favors at all. That's the thing. I'm like, this sounds like such a Jesy Nelson bash, like, but how it's kind of like her image has completely changed since leaving. Now, I don't know the ins and outs of when she was with the band. Like, it could have been completely toxic. Like, yeah. But apparently, she was the most difficult to work with because of her insecurities when she was with the band. And I can totally understand that. Like, if anyone has like sisters or anything, of course you have insecurities when you feel like you're like the black swan of the like, and that's completely fine. And it's obviously when you're in a band and with girls, it's on a different scale. Like, the whole world is watching. Like, but I don't know, I just think the way she's carried herself since leaving, and that, like, that whole drama, like, she's a new man. Like, Leanne has twins, and she's literally getting like, she was getting like death threats on, like, there's no need for it. Like, no sense. It didn't make her look good at all. And another thing with people had so many issues with, it's like, there's one thing appreciating a culture, appreciating a certain style, a certain music trend, certain hairstyle, whatever, but to then completely kind of profit off something like that, like a whole nother culture, and then never once people brought up the fact that she never once advocated for, like, do you know, like, Black Lives Matter. She never supported like Leanne when that went on. She's never once spoke out about Anne. So it's like, you're totally fine reaping the benefits of seeming like a light-skinned black woman, but you actually don't give a shit about Anne like that. It's just solely, oh yeah, I like this music and these fellas are kind of good looking, like, bad, but like, it's like she's fallen into that, like, she's stereotyping against them and then does nothing to, I don't know, it was just the whole thing. Don't get me wrong, like, obviously we don't know her personally, like, so she could be the most lovely person in the world, but I just think the way she's carried herself during this whole like, and even I can I know when she sat there and Nicki Minaj like going on a mad and she's saying, I can understand, because you're like, oh my god, what do you even say to that? I suppose, that can be very intimidating. Like where's her team? Where's Jessy's team? Like, where is our manager? Where is our publicist? Where are the people advising her on all these actions and all these moves? Like,
Like,
thing.
like, does she not have a team? I hardly doubt it. I hardly think she's independent and got Nicki Minaj and P Diddy and all. And like, where is it? For me, you need to get people that actually know what they're doing and know how to handle these type of situations, or just be a fucking human being and speak up. Unfortunately, you're in the public eye. Like, speak up if someone's doing wrong and just be like, all right, we're gonna change topic. Like, why were you letting Nicki Minaj go on a fucking rant like about next ban me? Like, it's, I don't know. I can understand she was probably in shock, because I would be.
Yeah, I'd definitely be.
I would be. I wouldn't know what. I'd be like, oh my god, Nicki Minaj on a rant right now. I can't even say it. Like,
because weren't the messages that, like, it would all stem from like screenshots, but they were actually meant to be fake, and apparently like loads of people were saying like they're definitely fake. They're definitely fake. So it was meant to be like rude messages from Leanne to Jesy or something. I never really looked into that.
Even if they are real,
but, like,
why would you post them?
Yeah.
Why would you post them?
I don't know who posted them or if she posted them, but like loads.
But think of it that way. She has to send them to someone.
True.
For someone else to post them.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just a whole weird
like
thing.
I don't know. The whole situation, I just thought when it was happening was just absolutely messy.
Yeah,
like messy. And then there's Leanne, who doesn't come out and say shakes the high road.
Yeah. It's always sad to see though, like when
bands break up and they go sour.
When it goes like that, like I don't know.
Well, you have to, I don't know, I think you have to respect, like, if, like, you're gonna look bad if you leave and you start fucking bad mouthing them.
Yeah.
It reflects badly on you and your character, like, Yvonne. Do you know what I mean? We've all gone through shit where people have done us wrong. Doesn't mean I'm gonna come onto a podcast and start like, ranting like this person done this. No, because why?
It never ends well.
No, it never ends well.
That's what, like, people were totally comparing her to like Zayn, because she done like, obviously with our song like launch, and she done like a magazine cover.
Oh god, and a big hairy
a magazine cover,
big hairy day.
Jesus, what's wrong with me? But she done a magazine cover, and on it was like, apparently in it she was talking about how like she hasn't spoken to any of them and none of them have reached out to her, and she hasn't met any of their kids and blah blah blah. And it's like everyone was just like, it was the same thing when Zayn left. He's like, I haven't spoken to him in months, I haven't met Bleeding Louie's kid or Liam's, like she really just wants to have that success. Like, do you know, when he left, he had like a real successful solo, blah blah. People were comparing her to him, and it's like, really, she's actually like trying to be like him. But
like, this isn't a shock of you. I've seen clips of like when they're asked in an interview like, oh, would you ever go solo? And she's like, oh yeah, like probably, I think we'd all want to do something individually. She's like the first person to speak out about. So obviously there was cracks in the.
Yeah, true.
Because she, like, I know in the documentary they were like, she's very difficult to work with because our insecurities. Like, she'll throw tantrums on a set, like, because she doesn't like the clothes, she doesn't feel comfortable in the clothes, and that's completely fine. Like, you can, but like, there's a fucking limit. Do you know what I mean? Like, there is a limit. Yeah, I don't think then doing like a whole solo thing is like gonna help. That you need to actually really work on your issues. In a sense. But I kind of had an idea, she, like, when I seen that she hadn't posted that, and when the babies were born and like everywhere else was posting like congrats on she hadn't never posted that, and so but sorry, we were touched on the subject and we kind of had to just what is your thoughts actually, before I know we're gonna do would you rathers, but we'll just throw this in while we're chatting. Right. Obviously the one and only, my fave, Adele, is back with a new song. Oh well, I'm not even allowed to sing one song anymore. If you are OGs and you listen to the podcast from the beginning, there was like two things we couldn't, like, Amy couldn't say one thing and I couldn't say another, because we said it in every single podcast. Now I want to say, because I know I can't say, I've mentioned the year for all time's sake, hello. I always used to say that in all podcasts.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
So exciting. Everyone is so excited for the album. She looks amazing. She's always looked amazing. So I'm not just going to say she looks amazing because she's after losing shitload of weight. She's always looked amazing in my books. I thought she was always amazing. So that's another thing that pisses me off. Yeah. People are like, oh my God, she looks unreal. She looks unreal. Why does she have to, like, when she starts exercising 3-4 times a day, which she does exercises 3-4 times a day. That's how she keeps her.
Do you know she still also goes to McDonald's every single week and gets her original order from years ago?
Well, she should. Why shouldn't she?
I'm not saying she shouldn't. I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying in general, like, why shouldn't she? Do you know what I mean? But 3 times a day? I don't even think I go to the toilet 3 times a day.
Ah, no, come on.
I don't think I do.
What?
You know me.
You are weird.
But yeah, I can't wait. Our new song is like so good.
I always like, I feel like with Adele, you listen to a song once and you're like, oh yeah, it's good.
Then it
like,
grows and grows.
But then it just turns into this big thing and you're like, this is the best song ever.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's Hello or whatever it was, you listen to it like, oh yeah, it's good. But it's only one of them songs when you keep hearing it, you're like, yes. Like
I actually forget, like, there was a TikTok video and it was like, you know, the things, it's like all the numbers and you put a tick beside it if you know the song, and the song plays. Like a quiz.
Yeah.
It was like, are you like a diehard Adele fan? If you are, you'll know every single one of these songs. And like they went through, but it was like all the songs she had released, like as singles, like, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot about this song. Like, like Rolling in the Deep, Rumor Has It. I forgot all about that. Rumor has it. Or we could have had it all.
What is that song she released as a single after Hello? And when she's singing it, she's in like I think she's in like, it almost looks like a music room in like a college or something. And there's like an orchestra around, and I think she's wearing like a flowery dress. I love that song, but it's honestly, it's escaped from my memory.
It's like something like If We Were Young or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hold on. I literally had the tune of it in my ear there.
Oh my god.
It's like, if we were young. It's a part and it's like, when we were young.
You remind me of. Oh my god, because like it keeps popping into my head. I'm like, I need to like Google what that was, but I like that came out like after Hello, like kind of the same time, but it wasn't as big.
Same album, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't as big as Hello. It was still really good, but like I loved that song. And
When We Were Young, isn't it?
Yeah.
When we were young. Sorry,
it's such a good song.
I still want it to be copyrighted. Oh, everybody loves the things you do. Like the way you talk.
Yeah.
And I love when she goes, like the way you move.
Oh, she's so good.
And she goes like,
I'd love to go see her.
Oh, we are going to see her.
Or manifesting.
Everybody hears. Oh my god, you were actually singing the same line.
Yeah. Oh.
Imagine we wouldn't have voices leaving that.
No.
Like
wouldn't have. I'd be so dehydrated from stopping as well.
Amy singing. All our songs are about love and Amy singing. Amy singing to Pierre. Oh god.
Oh Jesus Christ.
When we were young. Oh god.
Oh, so free.
Right. All the celeb drama is done. Yeah. Jesus. I'm thinking of all this. Like the first one would obviously be if you seen Pierre. Hello. And then say he goes back to Montreal and there'll be, we could have had it all. And then he doesn't text you for a week and then you're like, rumor has it, rumor has it. I'm doing a fucking storyboard here for you. Jesus Christ. Who's that girl? Who's that girl? It's Amy. Oh god.
I saw it.
Jesus, I thought you were gonna spit the coffee.
I saw a list of our apartments the other day and it was with 3 fellas. I was like, well, I have me new girl moment. Should I just move?
You should literally just dress up as Zoe Deschanel.
I should go and be like, I just recently broke up with somebody.
Where's Smith?
I found him and he's cheating. I might watch The Notebook for a month and cry. Is that okay?
Have you ever cried at The Notebook?
I might have teared up the first time I watched it, yeah. But like I've seen it so many times now that no.
Oh, John, we actually should do a video. We should do a video on like top like 10 saddest movies we've ever watched, like.
Yeah.
Or top 10 movies to watch.
When you're happy so you don't kill yourself.
Your top 10 movies to watch to help with your anxiety or something. Which would be a movie you can watch over and over, because apparently like, do you know, apparently people that watch the same thing over and over have like extreme anxiety. Is that me?
Yeah.
Because I literally watched the same film. Like literally
I saw something like that. It was like a post somewhere, I think it was on Instagram, and it was saying that why repeating shows a movie is good, because you feel a connection to the character.
Because you already know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So you're not like anxious, like, oh my god, like, is it leaving me on a cliffhanger? You already know.
Yeah.
Like, you know my OGs. What are your OG films?
I don't have any. I don't watch repeats that much.
Alright, then it's just me. I'm a psychopath.
No, a lot of people do that. I did it a lot as a kid. If I got
Like-
a new DVD or a video that was like the new.
Oh, yeah, you'd watch it till it's worn.
Sometimes, but I very rarely. I like to watch a new different film because I love like a mystery film.
I love it, like a mystery
Like,
thriller.
or a deception kind of, like the Ocean's 11 movies where like they rob a bank and then it's not till the very end where you find out how they did all these things.
Like
I
kind
love
of like
that.
Oceans. What's some Sandra Bullock in it?
Yeah, Ocean's 8. That's like the fourth one.
Rihanna is in it. She's really good in it.
Yeah. The other ones are good though, like with like George Clooney and Brad Pitt. Like
I've never seen them.
They're really good.
There's just so many of them though, isn't there?
There's 3.
I thought there was more than that.
No. Ocean's 11, 12, 14 and then 8 is the girls.
Why is it 8?
Well, I thought you were going to do like 3 more, so it'd be like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Because it's gone back.
I love Sandra Bullock though.
But I don't think they're doing another
She
one.
has a new film coming out on our series. I'm not sure if it's a series or film coming out on Netflix. It looks really good. It's like she's after been locked up for 20 years and she gets out and she has to try like get her kid back and all, like, but it's like the clips of it are like, well, did you do the crime? Like, was it by accident? And you just hear going,
Oh, I might have seen something about that actually.
I think I've seen something on Facebook about
Do you know what I like rewatching? Like a really old film that I've seen years ago. Like say something like Law Abiding Citizen.
Here, I never even asked you. This has been on my mind. I kept saying I have to ask Amy how she ever. Do you remember the film A Simple Wish? My stomach just growled. Matilda is in it. Mara Wilson.
Oh, I don't know.
It's so good. And it's like our dad is like an actor. Our ma's dead and she has a brother. And our dad's like an actor, but in his day job, like he rides the horse and cart around Central Park. And he has like an audition for a play.
Oh, I might have seen that.
Or she's like wishing for like a godmother and the godmother comes, but it's this like fella, and I can't remember his name, he's in a few things, but it's this fella and he's like only new to being like a fairy godmother, like, and then there's like an evil woman that used to be fairy godmother. She has to try and she tries to like rob all the witches or all the godmothers' wands and stuff, but Mara Wilson breaks her godfather's wand and all. It's just so good.
I don't know if I have seen.
Do you know who's in it? You know who the bad witch is in it? Or the bad fairy godmother? Do you know Chandler's dad in Friends?
Yeah.
That's the girl that plays the evil like godmother in it.
What?
You know
Chandler's dad.
Yeah, who's
plays the girl.
Chandler's dad's a woman in Friends.
I thought it was a man dressed as a woman.
Well, it's supposed to be a man dressed as a woman.
It's not really.
No, she's a woman.
I'm sorry. You've done a good job.
Yeah, no, it's the voice. She has a real distinctive voice. Like, she's the same voice in both. Like,
Yeah.
She plays the. Oh, it's so good. That was my first video when my man and dad bought me a combo TV. That was the video that came like with the telly.
Mine was Bratz because my TV was Bratz.
I just had like a silver.
I got a silver one.
Do you remember your first DVD?
Jesus Christ, no.
I remember mine was The Incredibles.
Incredibles?
The Incredibles 1 was my first DVD.
When did that come out?
Like 15 years ago. Hold on. Yeah, but that was the first one I got.
I used to, for Christmas, I used to always, my mad just come home with like a newer
2004.
video.
2004.
Okay.
So I was 9.
Probably Peter Pan or something. No, actually, that probably would have been video. I don't know. I used to have loads of videos in my attic and loads of DVDs of all of them.
Yeah, the first DVD.
Like, I used to have I remember having like Simpsons episodes on like a video.
Oh,
Like,
I didn't have the video. I had
I
DVD.
think they're a video or like DVD, but I like so random. The Simpsons, like there was always the episode where they were all with Sideshow Bob. So there's the one where Sideshow Bob marries Bart's auntie, one of the sisters, Val Marlowe,
yeah.
and then so random.
That's really.
And
random.
the one where Maggie shot Mr. Bourne, that was one of them as well.
On the compass thing.
Yeah. So weird. The
Okay.
Simpsons is so good.
Right, let's jump into some of these
sorry,
would you
yeah,
rather. But that was a little rant.
Yeah.
Right. These are just some random ones. I'm sorry if we've done them already. Right. Would you rather breathe underwater or fly through the air?
Oh. That's kind of hard.
I'd rather fly through the air.
I'd rather breathe underwater.
I'm terrified of open water, so.
So am I, but if I could breathe, I wouldn't be.
Doesn't mean you can't be eaten.
I'll just dress up as a fish or something.
Doesn't mean that.
No, I'd like that because I mean, realistically, if you're gonna fly somewhere, it's gonna take so long.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not. Depends where you're flying.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you fly down to bleeding Walmart or something, it'll be grand. But like,
if you're flying, like, still, like, it depends. You can't. No, hold on. You can't. This question is not about what speed you're flying at.
no, I'm just saying the use of it. Like,
say you're a superhero speed flying.
Can I super speed swim?
Yeah, it depends what fish you are.
I'm not a fish. I can just breathe under the water.
Yeah, but so you're saying you'd be a person. Technically, that's saying you'd be a person swimming underwater that can breathe.
Yeah.
But they won't. I don't think they mean you're a person in the air flying. Because there's no such thing.
Well, there's no such thing as a person underwater.
But people can swim underwater. People can fly through the air.
It's a hypothetical question.
I know, but you're changing. You're like, but it might take me long to fly.
No, but I'm just saying, like, the real, when you think about it, if you're like wanted to fly home and like there's benefits to it. You wouldn't have to pay for flights everywhere, but it'd just be a lot of effort though.
But it's a lot of effort to swim as well.
Yeah, I know. But like, I just think like you'd be cold and all. I don't know.
You'd be cold under the water.
Like, I would love to. Don't get me wrong. I would love to be able to fly, but I think I'd pick being able to.
I think I'd rather fly and see things than be underwater and just fear for my life the whole time. Do you ever see some of them sea creatures that you see in like random videos?
I'm just so cute.
Like what the hell? They're dinosaurs under the water.
Imagine being able to like find Atlantis or something.
Good luck with
I'm just so curious about the water that I think I'd pick it.
No, hate the water. Hate open water.
It is scary though.
Would you rather mentally or physically never age? Oh my god. Mentally or physically never
Do
age?
I get to pick an age?
No. It'd be like,
so you're born and you just
so it'd be like right now.
Okay, right now.
Right now, like
physically never age.
You start either physically aging or you start mentally aging.
Oh wait, I'm just thinking about.
I think I'd rather not physically age. I don't mind if I'm. Oh, but then again, if I'm mentally age, I won't be competent.
So this is just what I think. I was like 100% physically never age, but then you'd be like, look like this age, you'd have your physical youth about you, and you could have dementia and like. So you're still a bit.
And yeah. So I think I'd mentally age.
Mentally, yeah. No, physically age.
Physically.
Even though I think that's what my fear is with death. I don't think it's actually dying anymore. I think it's the process of getting older and things like that.
My fear, I think, I can.
I have being
that.
Buried alive. Like the two aspects of dying.
Like I can see where you're getting like that. Like, you know, when you hit like 60, you're like, oh my god, am I gonna have like 20 years? Am I gonna have 30 years? Am I gonna have 10 years?
Am
I
gonna have one day? Like, yeah, the thought of having like dementia or Alzheimer's and forgetting your family, it's really sad. And
and you know what? There's actually I don't know if anyone has seen it. It's a really good series and there's loads of like famous people in it, but it's basically about this man, like this dad, like, and he's old but he's getting dementia, and you see it through like his, like not even his eyes, but you see him and the confusion of how they mix up the faces. Yeah. And like even me and Aaron were confused watching. We were like, hold on, that's not his name. But then we didn't cop until like, oh, that's he's actually getting confused and forgetting. And like even his own daughter's face, like he was mixing her up with the nurse that cares him, but it wasn't the nurse, it was his daughter. It was so like, it's so sad. Like it's really, really sad. Like would you rather have the details of your financial life or your love life be made public?
So like currently
well, if you're with someone, like if you're with someone,
I don't know,
kind of two things like that are just like this no one's business.
Yeah.
Like the happy life is private.
That's life. The thing, like, do they like, what do you mean, like everything? Like your financial state. But I'm talking about like the love life aspect of it. So do they know,
like every fight would be made public, like every issue would be made public, every performance would be made public.
Wait, what?
Like performance.
I know what you mean by performance, but is that what that means?
Well, yeah, love life made public. So everything about your love life will be made public.
Is it like everything, or is it just like from this moment previously, or like the whole time?
It just says, would you rather have the details of your financial life or your love life be made public? Probably financial. Money comes and goes, so it doesn't really bother me. Like,
yeah,
you can always make more money or you can always lose money. Like, it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah,
like.
true.
But then again, when someone like when someone knows all about, say, your love life and then you know nothing about theirs.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, well, what, like, why should you know about mine if I don't know about yours? Like, then again, like, if my love life was to be made public, like, I'm with someone 10 years, like, if it hasn't been fucking alright, like, since then, so it's not much to fucking brag about, or not brag about, nothing to give out about. Would you rather have a family of 12 children or never be able to have children at all?
Never be able to have children at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you, like, not mind that, like, option being taken away from you? Maybe because you're saying that now because you're not with anyone though as well. Do you know what I mean? You're pretty young. You're only 23.
No, I wouldn't mind.
I'm actually good. Can we get, like, this is on record now. Give it like 5 years when Pierre was in your life.
You never want
you have little French Canadian children.
You never want any option taken away from you. But if there ever came a day where I really wanted a kid, I mean that's there's so many different ways you can do it now. I can adopt, I can foster, I can whatever. I always said, this is a weird thing, right? I'm always like, no, I don't want kids. I don't care for kids. But I've always thought of the idea that I would like to adopt. Which is weird. So I don't really know.
I don't care to be. It's very good to say, like, I think you like.
I don't think you necessarily have to be in a relationship though to think whether you want to have kids or not. But
when you're not in a relationship, it's very like you don't see things the same, because it's not just you and your life anymore. When you're with someone, everything is compromised. Like, that's the whole thing of, like, surviving a relation. You have to compromise. Like, do you know what I mean? Everything is 50-50. Like, you have to. Like, I wouldn't.
Yeah, so imagine say if I had that with 12 other people. Compromise 14 different ways. You wouldn't even get one day a week to make decisions for yourself.
No, your life would be surrounded by your kids.
I think I'm too selfish to have kids.
And do you know what? A lot of people, like, kids aren't for everyone. Like, kids are not for everyone. Like, 12 kids, like, that's a bit extreme.
I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Either way, if she ever decides to have kids, I'm the godmother. So anyone who had thought you were in the lineup to be Amy Shaw's godmother, like, forget about that. That's not happening. If you're not in the same country, like, it doesn't matter. But we can be away.
I'll still be living here by the time I have kids, if I ever have kids.
Amy, you're never leaving me.
Okay.
So if I moved home tomorrow, what would you stay here?
Well, yeah, we're not conjoined at the hip.
Well, we are.
Obligations over here.
Tonko. You weren't saying that last year. We weren't saying that last year, hon.
Yeah, well, now I'm permanent president.
Yeah, I don't. I think if you left though, it would definitely it would, like.
I'm just joking.
I'd be thinking.
I'm not attached here. I don't see myself living here for forever.
No, I don't think I'll die old here. Well, like, definitely not in Toronto. Because it's just a hustle and bustle of Toronto. I couldn't imagine being like, there's a fella that walks down my road and it's terrible. It's terrible. He's really old and he shuffles down the road. Like, I don't know how he gets around.
I see people like that.
And Aaron's like, if I ever get like that, like, throw me off a pier. Yeah. Like, just kick me off a pier.
Yeah, elbow me out into the bleeding street.
Because he moves at snail's pace. I'm like, how is he walking up and down the streets every day?
Fair, like, how is fair play to them though, actually getting themselves out.
I think he's homeless though.
I'd just be in the state where, there's someone up my way that's like that, and like sometimes I'd walk around the whole block, go somewhere, and I'd come back and they still like haven't made it home, and I'm just like, I just want to pick you up and put it on me back.
I know.
I'm just like, do you know what? Fair play to going out and doing it, because sometimes I can't even get myself out of the gaff and I can walk perfectly fine.
I know. And like, they have to get it's so much effort for them to get ready and do their hair and get dressed. And I'm like, oh my god, that's old people like break my heart. Like, old people break my heart. Like, not even joking. Like, they're
maybe that's why they're always cranky, because they're like, stop fucking pitying me.
Like, or maybe they're cranky because it's like, right, I was supposed to be out of the house by 12. Like, it's now bleeding 3 o'clock and like I'm still only have one shoe on. Haven't tied my lace.
I'm still getting down the 4th step.
Yeah, I'm still trying to crack me back and get out of bed. Like,
yeah.
But that's rough. Getting old is rough.
You were getting. What was that question? Actually, you never answered that.
Oh, would you rather have 12 children or never be able to have children at all? I wouldn't want an option taken away from me, so I'd definitely have 12 children. Even if that, see, it says have 12 children. Doesn't mean you're going to keep 12 children.
What?
You could be like a surrogate.
That's true, yeah.
You could put them all for adoption.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to option because it doesn't actually specify that you have to keep all the kids. Do you know what I mean? Would you ever become a surrogate?
I think I'd have to think about it for a really, really long time.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing is, I don't want to give birth.
No, but put this
Number
way,
2
I don't
on my
think
fear list.
I don't think any pregnant person or any person wakes up and goes, I can't wait to push a watermelon out of my little coochie tube.
Exactly. A watermelon through a keyhole. No.
Yeah.
It's not meant to do
like
that.
a roast turkey through a fucking mouse trap. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's about 10 centimetres, isn't it?
What?
Like, could you dilate 10 centimetres? Like, your vagina literally physically opens 10 centimetres. Do you know what about giving birth? Does it, like, I'm thinking, is that... I think that's actually a bit too small. That's not 10 centimetres from here to here. But think when you're dilating, like, someone puts their hand up you to check you.
You're making giving birth sound
But
more
in fairness, you don't even feel it. If you have an epidural, you don't feel it.
It really depends who it was that asked me.
Say I asked you.
I mean, we only know each other a year, so probably not.
Yeah, but oh my gosh, she's so blunt.
I only know a year.
Well, I'm not asking you
tomorrow.
tomorrow. I'm not asking you tomorrow.
It's a lot. How much you paying me? 10 grand.
You wouldn't do it for the goodness of your heart.
Are you for real? Stretch me vagina from me bleeding toes
well,
to
if
me
you're
hip
single,
bone?
why does it matter?
It doesn't matter. Even more.
Oh my god, she's too selfish for her kids. She won't even fucking
Exactly.
sacrifice her vagina for our fucking friend.
Why not? Well, you just have all my kids then. If you want me to have kids and you want to be a godmother, you have all my kids.
If you really wanted kids and you literally came to me and was like, I can't have kids, I would seriously consider it. Like,
no, I'm only joking for like entertainment purposes. This is the weird thing is like I don't want kids, but I have actually thought about would I do it if like.
No, don't get me wrong. I don't think I do it for strangers. Like, I wouldn't sign up to an agency and be like, I'm going to become a surrogate.
No.
I don't think, but
No.
say if a family member or you came to me or someone who was like, no, I mean close to me, like not someone that like I talked to in passing, like, and they couldn't have kids and they were like killing inside because they couldn't physically have kids, would I consider it? Yeah, I would consider, but I'd have to weigh up the pros and cons, and obviously I'd have to go through all the medical stuff and like make sure I could successfully carry a child for them.
Yeah. And there'd have to be a whole load of boundaries set as well.
Yeah,
before we ever went through it, because there's like, I'm sure there's always circumstances where like people try to control what the surrogate's eating and it's all well and good, it's their child, blah blah, but like
no, like the boundary would be, it's my fucking life, I'm gonna live my day to day, you will be involved when the child is born, and like, you will be involved to the hospital in the scans and stuff like that, and you can be in the delivery room, maybe, I don't know, the woman, maybe, I don't know if I'd be comfortable like with the fella being in, watching me get split in half.
Well, depends on where you have it.
Actually, yeah, maybe I'm just gonna set the boundary, like I don't know, that's it depends how close you are. I think, it definitely depends how close you are.
Well, it depends. I mean, if you go home and say deal for one of your sisters, I mean, you won't be allowed in the kiln with that many people anyways.
The way things are now, yeah.
But
I think they can go for scans now, can't they?
I don't know.
But anyway,
was that one of the questions, or did you just ask that?
I just asked that. That was just a. Then again, these are things we're getting asked right now. Like, we're still in our like mid and early 20s. Exactly. Yeah. So. Come back to me.
I'm still a single 23-year-old. Imagine finally meeting someone and you're like 6 months pregnant.
Yeah, like
this ain't mine. I'm just carrying it for a couple more months.
Yeah, like I was abducted by aliens.
It's just preheating in the oven.
Yeah, like I'm just the oven.
Yeah.
But yeah, like come back to me and like here I'm too busy living my life right now, like to have a kid. Like, no, sorry, like I'm too young for that shit.
But you know what's actually funny? When Lorraine was pregnant on Scott, so my auntie was pregnant on my godchild, then I was like, oh, that actually, like, I don't know, then in the moment I was like, oh, even though I was like probably bleeding 15 or something, I was like, I think I'd have a kid one day. Like, when someone like that is born, like, I remember when he was first born, I got up to, she was still in the labour because I was bringing up extra clothes because he was a bit bigger, or he was a bit smaller, whatever it was, so I had to bring up more clothes. And my ma was in the labour ward with her, and it was like 3-5 o'clock in the morning, something like that. So I like ran up real quickly, and I was like, I just started sobbing.
Aww,
like literally just started
cute.
sobbing. So I was like, there is definitely like when like a baby's born or whatever, there is like an instant like emotional attachment. And I remember just going to her, you did amazing, he doesn't look like a bidet. Because we used to always think like people are always nuts and they say like babies are cute, but it's like they look like bidets, they're just bald little beans. And I was like, he doesn't look like a bidet.
But you know what, I think it's when it's your own child, you can actually see the features. You know, like, but yeah, Who knows? Like,
who knows?
I'm kind of like, see what happens.
Yeah.
Would you rather spend 2 weeks stuck in a psychiatric hospital or stuck in an airport? I think they're both in the same place. Everyone's crazy in an airport anyway.
Do I get a bed in a psychiatric place? This is the thing now.
Do you get a bed in the airport?
No. There's no beds in the airport. Can I
Unless
pay for
you're in like a
the Sky
fancy,
Lounge?
yeah. Airport.
Yeah, because
there might be there's some normal people mixed in the airport.
Yeah, and there's like shops and food places, and it's so big where like actually like a psychiatric ward is like so much more confined.
Clinical, like
yeah, airport.
And people there like are there to actually get help. You'd be just chilling there being like, do I actually need help? Because I have a lot of similarities to these people.
It's like you see things in the nighttime too.
That little boy visits your room too. So, if you had to give one thing up for the rest of your life, would it be brushing your hair or brushing your teeth? Brushing me hair. I can barely even drink a can of Coke about feeling like, oh my god, I feel like my sugar's born through my teeth.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah, I suppose you'd have to go here.
Because technically with your hair you could shave your head.
That's true. You could just cut it all off. Yeah.
But
you would look so funny with bald.
We done the video. If anyone has us on TikTok, we did a video, but I actually didn't look that bad.
But just when
I think your glasses with the bald head didn't help you in the manner.
No, I definitely wouldn't look good either. But it's just when you actually think of someone with like a shiny head.
I have a big.
Like I'm picturing Sabrina the Teenage Witch's Ma as like the.
Was I telling you I watched a whole season Sabrina the Teenage Witch the other night, like the original Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
I actually got them working.
Because isn't it coming back?
Yeah, they're making a remake. Yeah. But I think we'll do one last one and then we'll wrap up.
What was that one again? The last one there? Oh, but yeah, I'd never brush my hair.
Just having a little rest. Would you rather go out TV or junk food for the rest of your life?
Go out TV or junk food?
I think I'd rather go out TV because that's saying TV. I don't know if it means the physical actual thing like TV or just means the TV channels.
Well, it obviously means watching TV and like the whole aspect of watching TV. So
this is so comfortable.
For argument's sake, do we also include like Netflix in that, like the actual whole process of watching a TV show?
Well, I thought you just said there would be like an actual TV that you give up. Like I'll go out there now and unplug that TV and fuck over the balcony and be like,
and be able to watch our projector. No, it means actually physically watching TV.
Yeah, that you're on the same page with that. Yeah, that's what I mean.
So like watching the
like
TV
a device
show.
you can watch it on. Yeah.
But obviously that's probably a bit older.
Jesus, that's
like
hard.
Watching Netflix isn't technically watching TV. You're
then again, like right, picture this, right? I'll give you two options, right?
Right.
Paint a picture for you. It's a winter's night. Mm-hmm. You have to be out all day in the freezing cold. You get in and you start to defrost. You have a shower and you get into your nice fluffy pajamas. You say, I'm going to stick a Christmas movie on now. You click the kettle, you make a lovely hot cup of tea and you sit down and you say, do you know what would be lovely with this cup of tea now? 2 chocolate digestive biscuits or even a little mini snack bar. So you grab one and you sit down and you pick up the remote and to your shock fucking horror, there's no TV. Fuck. There's a remote but there's no TV. Or I'll paint you another picture.
But so I just before I move on to the second one, I didn't take that as. Does that say junk food or takeaways?
Junk food.
Oh, we're talking about takeaways. You can't even have a chocolate bar.
No, you can have nothing. So then your other picture is right.
I don't like where this is going.
It's freezing winter's night. You come in, you start to defrost. You get in a nice hot shower and get into your nice snuggly pajamas and some fluffy socks.
Yeah. Sounds good.
You click the kettle and you make a steaming hot cup of tea. You sit down, but you feel hungry. But not that hungry for dinner food. More like your sweet teeth in your head are chomping. But you pick up the remote in anyway and you put on your favourite TV show. Well, say Friends. But your teeth are still chunking. And you have to go to the fridge and you have to eat a fucking apple.
Oh. No. I just won't do it.
Yeah, I'll give up TV. I'll watch music videos. Literally, for entertainment, I'll challenge myself each night how many biscuits I can eat for entertainment. I'm not even a big biscuit eater, but
so you have to give up. That only says TV, right? So we will include like Netflix, even because it's the day and age of no one actually watches bleeding cable.
I do.
But can I watch YouTube videos? Like, can you watch?
Right. So if you're changing it now,
but see, like
it says TV, but I'm thinking to make it more difficult, it's the actual device you watch any programs on, anything. Like no screen.
Yeah, but you need to
but then that's TV. You could still have a Nintendo Switch. You could still have a game console.
That's what I'm saying. So you have games, but do you have, because YouTube content is not like a televised show. It's not a movie. It's,
put it this way, anything that's non-interactive, you can't sit and watch. You can't sit and watch on. The only thing would be like a games console. But this is saying TV, so anything entertainment wise on an electronic device. I'm saying I give up TV. Oh no, I don't.
Because the thing is, right, that's saying junk food. There's nothing stopping you from making like healthy chocolate things.
No, but say like all the sweet sugar, chocolate, anything you can make a sweet treat with was banished off the earth. And you know what actually is a pet peeve I have when people say, oh, I can't wait to go home and veg you.
Fuck off. Nobody says that. Not even vegetarians. Nobody. Like, I don't mean like, nobody says that. I mean nobody wants that.
Like nobody wants that. Like, who wants to veg out?
Go home and eat that carrot sticks and fucking dried broccoli. No.
Right, so before we wrap it up, what is your final answer?
Niamh, you can't. No.
It's not actually going to happen.
What if you give up TV and I give up junk food? And we just we just swap lives every second day. They'll never know.
Yeah, we can never watch that together or eat like chocolate together. We can't even bake together. And it wouldn't be as if, like, say you were in one room watching the TV and I was in the other room eating junk food.
Can you listen to music? Because I mean, that's not TV.
You can listen to music on like a mobile device, but it won't be on a TV.
Oh God! They're
or
just
a speaker.
Two of the most comforting things in the
we
whole
need
world.
to wrap this up because your laptop's going dead.
Yeah, it's on 10. Is it? Yeah.
Is it not plugged in?
No, it's on 10. It's sorry for if it was. But yeah,
what's your final answer?
And if I can't pick, they're two of the most comforting things in the whole world.
No, you have to. We don't ever finish a conversation with would you rather's without knowing the final answer.
I've never craved a Domino's more in my life than this moment.
You could have Domino's.
Yeah, if I choose not to watch fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine with it and eat it.
No, you can have Domino's and watch TV. You just can't have junk food.
Domino's is junk food. I took it as like takeaways and stuff.
No, I was just taking it as like sweets.
Yeah, but then I'm giving up junk food straight away. If I can have a McDonald's, if I can have a Domino's or a pizza, that's totally fine. I'm definitely more of a savoury person. You're telling me I can make pancakes and just don't put chocolate on them? Yeah. See you later. Yeah.
Would you class junk food? Well, in my head, I was just classing junk food as like.
Because originally I did think it was takeaways, but then when you confirmed it was junk food, I was like, okay, so it's everything like that that's bad. In it, quotation marks for audio listeners. Like, yeah, like you can't have McDonald's. You can't have Krispy Kremes. I was thinking,
well, you couldn't have Krispy Kremes.
Well, yeah.
You couldn't have cakes.
Yeah. If I could still have like a McDonald's or a pizza or like go out to a restaurant and have like fried chips, 100% I'm giving up junk food then.
Well, that's what I like when I heard junk food. That's what I thought. Like I thought it was you could still have normal, but you just couldn't have anything like sugary, like junk. Maybe that's an Irish thing though. Like, oh, that's junk food. You know, sweets. But I don't know about over here because obviously it's a Canadian site or it's actually an American site. Would they class junk food as kind of like takeaway as well?
Yeah, I took it as like.
So you're saying, depending on the context, if you can have takeaways, you're gonna get rid of junk food. Yeah. Or you're gonna get. I'll get rid of junk food.
I'll get rid of junk food, yeah.
But if it's everything, you'll get rid of TV. So you'll never have a McDonald's again. You'll never have a Domino's again. You'll never have an A&W again. You'll never have.
See, the thing is, does it count as junk food if you make it?
Yeah, you can't. Though, like you can't even touch the ingredients. You can never smell the ingredients again. Can't even see the ingredients. So if you go into the supermarket, it's like the shelves are empty.
I think I'd still give up junk food because, like, I can make a burger and chips.
I think you're going to be unhappy either way.
Yeah, but I think I'd rather be unhappy but be able to laugh at like Friends and Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
It's called a podcast.
Yeah. Don't know.
See, I can eat and still listen to stuff. Like, I can still listen to podcasts. I can still listen to music. And I'll be happy because I'll be eating my favourite stuff. But
I just think they both coexist.
But then remember, you can watch stuff. You can watch stuff where they're eating all this junky shit, but you know you'll never have it again.
Say that again, sorry?
So you be watching telly and they're eating, like, say pizzas or chocolate bars.
I think you'll slowly get over it though. Like,
I don't know. I don't think you'll ever get over a sugar crave. We're not built like that.
I don't know what I say. I don't really I more crave a savoury thing. Like, if I get the idea of like a McDonald's or a Domino's head, I'm like, oh god. Whereas sometimes I could go ages without having chocolate. Like the stuff my ma brought over with me, I went to my fridge, there's still like 5 Galaxies in there and like loads of other stuff, and I was like, oh, I'll have a Galaxy with a cup of tea tonight, because I realised I had so many there, and I'm like,
there's probably one in your bag. You brought one to cinema. We'd never ate it.
Oh, I think I took it out.
It's probably melted into the bag. But yeah, so that was a complex question. I'm giving up junk food. I was like, wait, only if she can still have takeaways.
Either or. But yeah, definitely if I can have a takeaway now. That's
they were some fun now. Would you rather? I think they were different. I don't think we've done them before.
No, we never did any of them before. But hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, put the belly thing on.
Yeah, if you're listening on audio, please follow or leave a review, whatever you can, and check out our Instagram at the Weird Girls Club as well.
Also, don't forget we are actually on TikTok as well. We're posting a lot more on TikTok as well.
Post a lot on TikTok. On Instagram. So
we actually have been TikTok kind of.
Yeah, we post at least one every day.
At least one. Some good days might be 3, some days might be 2, but
so make sure you check that out. And
so bye.